we're going to talk about graphs and linear functions. First, the vocabulary. A linear function is any function that graphs to a straight line. Domain is a set of all the inputs of a function. The range is a set of all outputs of a function. The independent variable is the input variables of a function. The dependent variables are the outputs of a function. So domain, range, domain and independent variable correspond to x values. Range and dependent variables correspond to y values. And a function is in function notation and use f of x instead of y to indicate the outputs. You read f parentheses x as f of x, or f is a function of x. Example 1. Rewrite the following equation so that y is a function of x and it's written as f of x. So in the first one, that's an easy one. All we have to do is just change y out for f of x, so that's just f of x equals 2x plus 5, and we're done. Example B, we need to solve for y. So first we're going to do is subtract 3 from both sides. And we end up with x minus 3 equals 2y. Our last step is divide 2. Divide 2. And that gives us y equals x minus 3 divide 2. And last step, just write in function notation. So that gives me f of x equals x minus 3 all over 2, and we are done. C, 2x plus 4y equals 8. So first I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And that gives us 8 minus 2x equal to 4y. Next step, we're going to divide 4 on both sides. So that gives us 8 divide 4, we simplify. 8 divide 4 would be 2. Let's write our y first. 2, and we can simplify, we can just negative 1/2 x. And we just write in f of x equals 2 minus 1/2 x, and we are done. Example 2. A function is defined as f of x equals 6x minus 36. Evaluate the following, f of 2. So all that means is plug in 2 to the function. So we do 6 parentheses 2 minus 36. 6 times 2 is 12 minus 36. 12 minus 36 is negative 24, and we're done. F of 0. This simply means plug in 0 for x. 6 times 0 is 0, and 0 minus 36 is negative 36, and we're done. F of negative 3 equals 6 times negative 3 minus 36. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18, and negative 18 minus negative 36 would be negative 54, and we are done. Last example, we have f of x plus 1. So that all that means is we're going to plug in x plus 1 into 6 parentheses 6x minus 36. So we'll have 6x plus 1 minus 36. We distribute. So it'll be 6x plus 6 minus 36. Combine your like terms. 6 minus 36 is negative 30. So we have 6x minus 30. And we are done this Example 3. We're going to graph the function 3x plus 5 all over 4. So first, let's split in the slope-intercept form. So we can rewrite it as 3 over 4x plus 5 fourths. So 5 fourths is roughly here. So we're going to go up 3. 3 fourths would be up 3. 3 fourths, and there's our 3 fourths. Up 3 over 4. And here's our line. We're done. This would be the point 0, 5 fourths. And this would be the point 1 and 2, because 5 fourths plus 3 fourths gives me 8 fourths. So that's how we figure that out real fast. And here's the point, just going up from 2, 1, up 3 over 4. That would be the point. So it should be 5. Let's fix that. And this would be the point 5, 5. Example 4. Find the common differences and write a function rule. So we look at the x and the y. So this is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, and plus 1. This is plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, and plus 5. So recall that this is going to be my change in y. This is my change in x. So slope is just defined as change in y over change in x. That's what that little triangle means. Triangle means change in. So my change in y will be 5. My change in x is 1. So that means 5 divided 1 by slope is 5. So now we're ready to write our function rule. So it should be f of x equals 5x, and we need our y-intercept. That's where x equals 0. So it's going to be 5x plus 5, and we are done. We have the common differences and our rule. Example 5. A prepaid phone card comes with $20 worth of calls on it. Calls cost a flat rate of 16 cents per minute. Write the value within the card as a function of minutes used so far. So part A, we just write f of x equals, we can write $20 minus 0.16x. The 20 is our flat rate. And then we're taking away 16 cents per minute. So that's where the minus 16x comes from. Use a function to determine how many minutes of calls you can make with the card. So what we want to do is we want to set this equal to 0. We want to subtract 20 from both sides. We have negative 20 equals negative 0.16x. We'll divide both sides by negative 0.16. And then we can figure out how many calls we can make. All we have left to do is divide. 20 and 0.16. And 20 divided by 0.16 is 125. So 125 calls can be made. And we're done.